This is a story called The Evil Nanny and the Good Nanny. Dawn and Adam are a young couple, both in their late 20s. They've been married for 8 years and together for 10 years. They have 8 children together, Sadie and Lucas aged 8, Kane aged 7, Eva aged 5, Bella and Caitlin both aged 3, Maya aged 18 months and Mia aged 3 months. They both own their own business, but they always make time for each other and especially their kids. Then one day Adam said, "Dawn, how do you feel about hiring a living nanny? It will ease the pressure off us and our parents, and there'll always be someone there to look after the kids when we're not there." "I don't know, Adam. I'm not sure. I like the idea of leaving our kids with a complete stranger." "Well, we get to know them first and assess them with the kids, and then decide if we want to keep them on. I think that would be the best way for us to decide. Of course, if you're against the idea, then that's fine and we won't bother. It's entirely up to you." "Well, I suppose it won't hurt to give it a go. But I warn you, Adam, if I don't feel comfortable leaving them with our kids, then it's a definite no-no." "That's fine with me, Dawn. Why don't we see what the kids think of the idea of having a nanny?" That day they sat the kids down and Dawn said to them, "You know how sometimes you have to be looked after by different people when Mummy and Daddy have to work? Well, how would you feel about a nanny moving in to look after you? Does that mean you won't be our Mummy and Daddy anymore?" "No, Evie, it doesn't. We'll always be your Mummy and Daddy and we'll always love you. We'd just like to know what you guys think of the idea, that's all, sweetheart. I like the idea, Mummy, as long as we still have you and Daddy, and as long as we can still see you. Sadie will never ever abandon you kids, so you don't have to worry about that." "What if we don't like the nanny, Mummy?" "Well, then we won't take them on. Lucas, you kids are the most important people in this decision because it's you guys who they'll be looking after. We won't take anyone on if you don't like them." "Okay, Mum, I suppose it won't hurt to give it a go. Thank you, Lucas." The next day, Dawn and Adam went online to look at nanny agencies. They found one that had a lot of experienced nannies and they phoned them up. They spoke to them at great length and they sent someone out to be interviewed. When she got there, Dawn and Adam interviewed her and they liked her straight away. They took her on a month's trial and she moved in straight away. At first, she seemed really nice and friendly. However, about 3 months into her employment, she started harming the kids. She constantly smacked them hard every time they did or said anything that she didn't like, or sometimes just for the sake of it. She'd leave the 2 youngest in the same nappies all day, causing them to have quite bad nappy rash. She'd have her boyfriend in and leave the kids unattended for hours on end when they weren't at school. One day, little Bella was playing with her favourite doll and the nanny, Mary, grabbed it off her. She pulled her arms, legs and head off, leaving little Bella heartbroken. A few days later, she grabbed little Caitlin and smacked her really hard. Then she pushed her to the floor, causing her to bang her head and bust her nose. Instead of helping her, she left her and told Sadie to clean her up. Then she told the older kids that if they didn't tell their parents that Caitlin slipped and fell, she'd beat them and kill their family dog who was heavily pregnant. The kids knew that she would do what she said, so they told their parents what she told them to tell them. About 4 days later, Dawn said to Adam, Adam, have you noticed anything different about the kids lately? They don't seem themselves. Yes, I've noticed, and I'm quite worried too. In fact, I think we should go home. The couple decided to go home. And when they got there, all the kids were outside in the pouring rain with no coat or warm clothes on, and Mary was inside partying with some friends. Adam went in and turned off the music, and then he said, Mary, what is the meaning of this? You're supposed to be looking after the kids. Instead, you're in here partying, drinking and taking drugs, whilst they're outside in the pouring rain in the middle of winter with no warm clothing or coat on. Then Lucas said, Daddy, that's not all she does. She smacks us hard and she leaves the babies in the same nappies all day. Caitlin didn't fall the other day. Mary grabbed her and smacked her really hard and then she pushed her over. That's how she brushed her nose and banged her head. She also ripped the arms, legs and head off Bella's doll, making her cry. She said that if we told, she'd beat us and kill Daisy and her pups. As you can imagine, the couple were extremely angry and Dawn said, Is this true, Mary? Oh, who cares? They're only brats and brats get what they deserve. Then Mary put the music back on and her friends carried on partying. Then Adam turned off the music again and as he did so, Dawn screamed and said, Adam, there's something wrong with Caitlin. When Adam turned round, Caitlin was on the floor having a seizure. He picked her up and got the next door neighbour to look after the other kids and then they rushed her to hospital. When they got there, the doctors assessed her and the reason she had a seizure was because she had a severe concussion from when Mary pushed her over. Caitlin was also holding her arm in a funny position and she wouldn't let anyone touch it. The doctors sedated her and x-rayed it and it turned out that it was broken. Thankfully, it was a clean break and the doctors just put a pot on it. In the meantime, Adam and Dawn fired Mary and so did the nanny agency. However, she refused to leave Dawn and Adam's house. Instead, she went on the rampage and smashed the house up. The police were called and she was arrested. She was charged with criminal damage, child neglect, child abuse and child endangerment. She was given a custodial sentence of 15 years as she had previous convictions for the same thing. She never told the agency about her convictions as she joined them using her mum's first name and maiden name. Her real name was Joanne Mooney. A couple of weeks after she left, Dawn and Adam's neighbour said to them, Are you guys wanting to take on another nanny? Well, we're not sure yet. Why? Well, you know how my daughter Alison has been in university for the last 2 years training to work in childcare. Well, she's desperate to find a nannying job. It's all she's ever wanted to do. She's loyal, she's caring, she's kind and she adores kids. She's right here on your doorstep and she'll never let you down. Well, I'm not sure. What do you think, Adam? I think that we should at least give her a go. It's not as if we don't know her and she lives right next door, so she wouldn't need to move in. Well, I suppose it won't hurt to give her a go. A week later, Alison started working for Dawn and Adam. They knew that they could trust her because she used to babysit for them. At first, the kids were a bit scared of Alison, but she soon won them round. One day after school, Alison took the kids to the park and little Bella fell and cut her head open. Straight away, she called an ambulance and gathered up the rest of the kids. She called Dawn and told her what had happened, and she and Adam met her at the hospital. When they got there, she was sobbing and she was so upset that she couldn't speak. However, her best friend was with her and she explained what had happened. It wasn't Alison's fault what had happened. Your little Bella went to play with my little sister Elsa, as they know each other from nursery, but she tripped and fell and cut her head. We know that it was no one's fault, Rosie. We trust Alison 100% with the kids. I know at first me and Dawn were a bit scared of taking on another nanny, but we're glad we did and we have no regrets. There's something I wanted to ask you. Well, she won't say anything to you, but Alison really struggles to look after the kids on her own. I was wondering if you'd take me on as a nanny too. I won't let you down or harm your kids either. I have all the right qualifications, and with two of us it will ease the pressure off Alison. And Dawn's pregnant again. Yes, I think that sounds like a really good idea. What do you think, Dawn? I can't see any reason why not. I know your parents and they're really good people. How about you start tomorrow? That's if it's okay with Alison. You can live in if you want. There's more than enough room. It's okay, I don't need to move in because we only live on the next street. I've inherited my grandparents' house, which is at the top of your street, and I'll be moving in the next few weeks. I'm just decorating and choosing new furniture, so the extra money will come in handy. Right, in that case, start tomorrow. Rosie started working alongside Alison the next day. They split the duties between them every day. One of them would take the older kids to school and the other one would take the little ones to nursery. During the school holidays, they would take the kids on outings, either on their own or with Adam and Dawn. One day, Lucas asked Alison, Alison, will you and Rosie please take us to Flamingo Land if Mummy and Daddy will let you? Yeah, of course we will. Besides, isn't it your birthday soon? Yeah, in 3 weeks it will be my 9th birthday and I want to go to Flamingo Land. Well, we'll have to ask your parents, but it's okay with us. Alison asked Dawn and Adam and they said that they would all go together and they'd invite both Lucas's and Sadie's friends to come along with their parents. They'd arranged a surprise trip to Legoland for the twins and invited some of their friends to go too. All the older kids were mad on Lego, so it was going to be a day to remember. When the day came for them to go to Flamingo Land, they were all really excited. Just before they went, Adam said to the twins, Lucas, Sadie, we have a surprise for you both. When we get to Flamingo Land, we'll be meeting some of your friends there. Also, guys, on Wednesday, on your actual birthday, we'll be going to Legoland and some of your friends will be meeting us there too. The twins became very excited and then Dawn said, Oh, and your daddy forgot to mention that some of your friends will be meeting us at Flamingo Land and Legoland for your birthday too, Kane. Kane got really excited and they couldn't wait to go. Both him, Sadie and Lucas were born a year and 4 days apart. The twins, Lucas and Sadie, were about to turn 9 and Kane was about to turn 8. They all had a fantastic time and Legoland even threw a birthday party for them all. Then baby Avery was born 3 months early and Alison and Rosie really helped Dawn and Adam by taking care of the kids more than ever. By this time, Maya was 2.5 and Mia was 1. Thankfully, the baby thrived and in no time at all she came home. The whole family adored both Alison and Rosie. When they found out that Alison was about to turn 21, they arranged a surprise party for her with all her friends and family. It showed how popular she was and liked, as about 200 people came to her party. Over time, both girls stayed and looked after all the kids. They'd take them to school and nursery and pick them up afterwards. They never complained or asked for time off. Even on the days they were supposed to have off, they spent them with the kids. They took them on days out, sometimes with Adam and Dawn. Then one day, Adam sat them down and said to them, "Right, girls, you both spend all your time taking care of our kids, and you never moan, complain, or ask for time off. Now we're putting our foot down and you'll be taking a whole month off. I've paid for you and 5 friends each to go to Cyprus for 2 weeks. The other 2 weeks are for you to just have a break. But what about the kids? What if you need us in an emergency? You just leave that to us, Alison, because we're taking a month off too, so you don't need to worry." "Adam's right, Alison. Besides, don't you think it would be nice for you both to enjoy yourselves? We forgot to tell you that from now on, you get Friday, Saturday and Sunday off. Don't bother to try arguing with us because it won't work." The girls did as they were told and they had a ball. They continued to look after the kids for many years and Dawn and Adam went on to have triplets. When Alison got married, aged 26, her and Rosie still continued to work for Dawn and Adam, even when Alison had her own daughter, Isla. She wanted baby Isla to know Dawn and Adam and all 12 of their kids. They never lost touch or stopped visiting each other, and once or twice a year they'd go on holidays together. Alison's husband loved Dawn, Adam and the kids and Rosie. In time, Rosie also went on to get married and to have a family. The end. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like it. Remember, if you're watching on YouTube, please feel free to like, share, comment and subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, please feel free to like, share, comment and to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. If you're watching on Instagram, please feel free to like, share and comment. Thanks for watching. See ya. Love yous. Bye.